Hey guys, live is always weird. You already know this, so we're gonna sit here and look at each other for about 5 minutes. Takara, hey, hey. So we got some new books in. As you can see, if you guys have the book already, this is a little bigger, and I did that because of on Amazon, the listings of the books that are ahead of mine, I noticed that on the covers, the title information and the subtitle information was a lot bigger, so you could see what the book was about without actually clicking on the book. So I got the new books in today. I have about 55. Um, the book signing in downtown LA is January 26th, and looking forward to that. Been telling people about it. A lot of people have been excited. A lot of people are ordering their books. Um, if you follow me on Facebook, even on here, something neat has been happening. So on Mondays, I go to this bar and lounge behind my house, and I usually bring a book with me, and I set it on top of the DJ speaker. And throughout the night, people pick it up. They'll read it. And like last night, I sold 4 books while people are listening to trap music. So it's a neat thing to watch, or to see people just like read your book while they're in the club. That's a crazy feeling too. It's like, like they got drinks in hand and they're reading my book. Yes, thank you very much, Rose Hugs. Still glamorous. I do plan on writing another book. I actually have 2 other versions of this book coming out. So one will be in Spanish because I've had some requests about that. And the Thai, what's up? And the other one will be a student edition. So I actually connected with somebody who works with about 50 schools in LA, and she works with a nonprofit organization. And she saw my book while I was working in Starbucks. She saw it on the table, and she inquired about me coming to speak to the students. So I thought that was amazing. I want to be a teacher. I want to teach math eventually to middle school age students, as well as possibly high school. But she wants me to connect with her on speaking to the students, and I mean that in and of itself is something I really want to do. So there'll be a student edition as well as a Spanish version, and then I'm working on a business version. I'm looking forward to that. As you know, I'm an entrepreneur all day, every day. So a business version is crucial. A lot of these same points in the book will be emphasized, but it will be more so towards business relationships and yourself as an entrepreneur or CEO or founder, whatever it is that you may be. Ty, I appreciate you reviewing the book, man. I appreciate your support from day one, man. Thank you, Still Glamorous. It is it's an amazing opportunity. So for those who have just joined, I'll be talking about the book, my book tour, as well as living off the grid. Some of you may have seen my stories yesterday, and I talked about actually packing up everything I have, putting it in storage, and kind of living off the grid for a while. So traveling, whether it be domestic or international, traveling wherever I want and working wherever I want, since I can work remotely. As long as I have an internet connection, I can work from anywhere. But doing that and being able to meet people, travel to different cities I've never been to. I could drive up to Seattle and stay a few days and then drive to Canada or wherever I want to go. But I think at least 6 months of doing that would be amazing. Yes, she's amazing, right? Rose Hugs, Still Glamorous, is amazing. She supported me again from day one, and like I am so appreciative of her. And you guys, like your followers who followed me, her followers that followed me, so much support, and so many people bought the book and they're posting about it. So keep sharing. I look forward to hearing what you think about it. Rose Hugs, let me know. Jazz Diamond, your goals to travel or to write books? Let me know. And has anybody ever done this before? Has anybody ever packed up everything and just traveled for a little while, almost like a digital nomad, so to speak? Let me know what you've gone through. Let me know if you have any advice. I'm no stranger to traveling, so I'm pretty prepared for that mentally. But if you have any kind of information or resources for me, please let me know. Hey, I'm always down for entrepreneurship. I support it 100. I get so excited when people talking about, leaving their jobs or doing their own thing, and they got the hustle going on. And, I always tell them, like, let everybody know to what you're going to do. Like, let everybody know around you what you're going to do, right? You need that network around you to support you when you actually go forth in the entrepreneurship lane or road. Like, you need those people in your life. As far as leaving your job, Life of Bliss, please get it. Findingonethebook.com. Or you can just search my name on Amazon, Vaughn Dabney. So that's VAUGHN DABNEY. It's number 6, I think, right now on Amazon. It might be number 5. It's kind of shifting back and forth. So I need you guys to get the book so we can get number 1. Ty, as far as leaving your job, you need to prepare both financially and just, again, letting your network know that you're going to do that. Because when you need to borrow money, when you need a place to stay, when you need food, when you need a ride, whatever it is, those people got you because they're prepared. So you can't just leave your job and start down this path and then like, hey guys, by the way, I left my job. I don't really have much going on right now, so can you help me out? Those people aren't prepared. You got to prepare them. And that way you are set up for success versus the struggle. Because I'm not gonna say you're set up for failure, because you can make it happen. I didn't do that. I didn't set up my network. I didn't save money, so it's a lot harder. So me going through that, I can let you know that you're good. You graduate in May. Set that up now. Just let everybody know and start to network now. Start to get cards. Give them to everybody you can. Talk to everybody you can. Go in Starbucks and be nosy. I tell people that all the time. Go to Starbucks and be nosy, because that's going to get you those connections. Let people see what's on your computer. Let them, display what you're working on. I'm so serious about this because it works. You're being vulnerable, right? You're being open to people actually delving into what you're doing. And then at the same time, be nosy. Ask people questions. If you overhear a conversation of something that interests you or something that is relevant to what you're working on, be nosy. Ask questions. Who cares? People will be more than likely to talk. And Starbucks just fosters that. It fosters, creativity, working. People go there for that. So I would encourage you to start now, Ty. What other questions do you guys have? Indeed. So the book tour, talk about the book tour for a little bit. The book tour is going to be starting this month in LA, downtown LA. The first stop is Rose Hugs. I'll get to your question. Don't let me forget. Remind me again. The first stop is in downtown LA on the 26th of January from 7 to 9 at General Assembly in Little Tokyo. And I'll be doing a Q&A. It'll be intimate, and I want you guys to come with questions. Get the book now. If you don't have it, bring it. I'll sign it. I also have a limited amount of books there with me for you to purchase. But I want people to get as much as possible from this. So having the book is kind of essential to part of the dialogue. But we'll have a great conversation then. And that's how all the book signings will be set up. I want to be able to talk to people before and after and during to be candid and to be transparent. And you can ask me anything you want, whether it's about the book, whether it's about entrepreneurship, it could be anything. And so after downtown LA, I'm going to try and do one more in February, beginning of February. And then we're looking at going to the East Coast. So there'll be 2 in New York starting in March. I'm trying to do 2 in New York, 2 in New Jersey, 2 in Philly, heading down to DC and do 2 there, and then head down to Atlanta where a lot of my friends are at. I'll have 1 or 2 there. Houston is on the list. I have so many requests for Houston, so I don't have a date yet, but I just sent a book to one of my friends down there, he's a comedian down there, and he's going to try and rally some people, because the challenge is getting people to know who I am, right? So I don't know who of my followers is in Houston, but if you get the book and, spread the word, that will enable me to come down there and say, hey, I'm having a book tour, and people will actually show up. Even if it's just 3 of us, that's okay. But I would love to come to Houston. I want to go to Detroit and Chicago. I have some people out in Europe who also purchased the book. So Amsterdam, Stockholm, Paris, London for sure if I can get there. So yeah, I have people all over. Even Singapore, somebody purchased the book. So I'm trying to go there. Australia. So yeah, it's becoming a world tour. And then in July, that is when my lease is up. And so that brings me to my next point of being a digital nomad and living off the grid for a while. I really want to do that. So we'll see. And hopefully in July, I can turn that into, a mobile or a road tour, so to speak. And so while I'm living off the grid, I can visit whatever cities I want to and do book signings in those cities. Or just, randomly drop off a book at Amazon in the middle of Omaha, Nebraska, and let somebody pick it up via scavenger hunt. I don't know. Do I also use YouTube? Yes. I'm trying to get into more videos, Rose Hugs, and Instagram just gave me live. I feel like I was blacklisted, which is where I got it last after everybody else. But I just got it today, so I'm acting brand new, like I got a new toy. And I want to start doing more YouTube videos though, for sure. Who else has any questions for me? So if you haven't had a chance to really look at the book, or you don't know what it's about, this book, first of all, everyone needs this book. And I'm not just saying that because I wrote it. This book is a reminder of the things that you already know, but you may have forgotten, or you don't tell yourself enough. So I talk about ego, I talk about self, I talk about communication, I talk about happiness, I talk about your energy and how it's important and who it affects. I talk about relationships. So it's a short, it's an easy read, first of all, but it's short sections of content for you to easily digest. And on some of the pages, I have actions and reflections sections where you kind of dig deeper into what you're reading. And that's what I like to see, Still Glamorous. You have places where you can kind of reflect on what it is that you're reading and do some introspection, right? Because what good is this book if you're not actually looking into yourself? It's called Finding One, which is about finding yourself. Hey, Adele. Booze from the Peanut Gallery. No, but the book has, in the back I have a challenge sections, right? So I have about 19 challenges that I've created for you to step outside of your comfort zone and challenge yourself to be a better you. Every day I try to be a better me and communicate better and love people better and make sure I'm the best, because when you're at 100 you can give 100. I'm sure you guys have heard of that, but it's important that we stress that. And in the age of just digital distractions, I think we lose ourselves. Everybody loses themselves and they try to compare. One thing that's big, that's happening is people are comparing their lives to others that they see on social media. And we can't do that. That blows my mind. It's crazy. And I'm not going to act like I haven't done it before. But I'm at a point now where I don't do that. It's not okay to do that because you are in your own lane and you don't know where that other person came from. You don't know how much money they have. You don't know whose uncle gave them money to do what they do or whatever, because we tend to compare for, with the lavish lifestyle or the people who have 1 million followers. That all that doesn't matter. It's about quality and it's about what you're doing. So again, like my friend Alex L says, mind your business and just do you. Do your own shit, stay in your own lane. And I just got these stickers made. I know it's backwards, I know, but it says own your shit, the good and the bad. Own that. Like, take control of who you are and run with it. I promise you'll be happy. Let me scroll up. I saw some questions. Rose Hugs. The next book other than finding one will probably be next year. I don't know what it's going to be about, but I know I want to write another book. Crystal Light. I've heard of Abraham Hicks' teachings. Can you share with me, and I'll share with everybody else? Takara. First time authors. How was the process getting your thoughts on paper? The process was pretty simple. I kept everything in my phone, and so it was just in my notes. I'd be in the bathroom taking notes, or I'd be laying down before bed taking notes, and it kind of compiled into something. And then I would transcribe some of the videos that I saved from Snapchat or Instagram video, and I put those into a form that was readable and digestible. And I also took a few posts from my blog that I did, and I compiled this. And it's, it started out, it was like 50 pages, then it went to like 70, and right before I launched the final version, I got it to 112, just because things were just coming out towards the end. But it took about 9 months to make, and CreateSpace is amazing. Besides some of the hiccups with like printing, the customer service is great because they'll replace it and they'll make sure you have quality product. So yeah, I went through CreateSpace, and within the first month, my Kindle version hit #1 in 2 categories. And after Still Glamorous shared my book on her feed, it shot up. The paperback shot up from 43 to #3 that day. Oh, actually that hour. It was amazing. So again, thank you for that. I appreciate that. With you guys' help, we can make this book #1. I can slap that bestseller sticker on it, and you can stop hearing from me, because I'm gonna hound you guys until we get #1. Brandy, favorite section of the book. Ooh, I think ego and self is my favorite section, because it's about self, right? It's about who you are and what you project, and not taking things personally. Like, all of that is within self, and you can change your whole life just by thinking differently. So I think ego and self is my favorite section of the book. Crystal, please DM me, please, please, please. Brandy, you're on it. Why haven't you shared with me yet? Ruby Siska. She's picking up her book tomorrow at Barnes & Noble. I will probably get mine signed when you come down to Philly. Oh, yes, I'm definitely coming to Philly. I need to talk to you about that signing, by the way. And wait, so is your book being delivered to Barnes & Noble? How did you, please let me know. How are you getting it from Barnes & Noble? Is it in there and I don't know about it? Rose Hugs. Did something happen to me that decided to start putting this on paper? No, I'm just a very reflective person. Rose Hug said, she asked me if something happened to me to make me write this book, and nothing in particular happened, but it's kind of a collection of actions that I've experienced, or a collection of experiences throughout my life, growing up, dealing with people, being an entrepreneur. I explained this on one of my videos before. Being an entrepreneur is very lonely because when you're working, usually late at night, everybody else is asleep because they've, just got off the 9 to 5 and they're tired, they're relaxing, or they're going out, and everyone else is asleep. So you have nobody to talk to at all. And it's just, you have a lot of time to reflect. You have a lot of time to observe. You have a lot of time to know yourself. A lot of people don't know themselves because they don't spend time with themselves. They spend time with other people, or they always need a distraction, or they need to do this, that, and the other, when really, like, we just need to sit still for a minute and just be. Like, just be. That saying those words and visualizing that is so peaceful for me. Like, I just want to be sometimes and not say anything and just enjoy the grass in the park, or sit down on my floor, lay down on my floor and just live. That is a beautiful thing to be able to do. And I think people overlook that. They neglect being with self. So it's important. Yes, please, Brandy, catch me up. I would love that. Got about 5 minutes left. If you guys have any other questions, I'd love to hear if anybody has the book already. I'd love to hear like what your favorite part is, and if you read it in a day, let me know. I know a lot of people have, because, like I said, it's an easy read. And it's one of those things, like, when you start reading, you don't want to stop. And I'm not saying that because it's my book, but it just touches on so many things, and it hits home for me. So I want to be able to use my book, when I forget things, or, when I feel myself start to take things personally, and we can't. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about the other person, and they're projecting their feelings and what they're going through, and so they might need a hug. So yeah, my book reminds us of that. Absolutely, Rose Hugs. Ruby's. Oh, Wherever You Go, There You Are by John Kabat. Word. I'm gonna check that out too. Ruby Siska. Am I saying your name right, or is that something else? Oh, word. Word. You ordered it on Barnes & Noble online? And I'm saying your name right. Word. Okay. I need to call Barnes & Noble. I didn't know you could get my book from Barnes & Noble. I feel like they're not giving me my royalties. Still Glamorous, Passive Aggressive. That's a huge one. That is a huge one, because I think people shy away from being direct. Being able to, I talk about saying no, but being able to be direct about what you're feeling and what you are experiencing with somebody, and being passive aggressive as far as you hoping that person will do something. And so the problem with passive aggressiveness is you can be that way, and then if that person doesn't fall into the, oh, well, what's wrong, and you want them to probe about what's wrong, you want them to ask questions, but if somebody doesn't, then you're frustrated, and then that builds up, and then when you finally release all these emotions and all these things that person or those people weren't ready for, and it's like, yo, where is this coming from? So like, passive aggressiveness isn't healthy for you or the other person. It's good for us to get it off our chests, and it's not an easy thing to do, because you don't, especially for people who don't like confrontation, or who don't want to deal with that. They just want to, let it ride and be easy. But things build up, man. Like, we're human, and our emotions go crazy. It can have effects in our lives that we didn't even know were there until later, like it takes a toll. So like being honest and communicative is always the go-to. Thank you, Brandy. I'll see you later. Rose hugs. Indeed. Still glamorous. Amazing. Amazing. Hopefully I can get to Arizona soon. We're going to try and do a live video for you guys together. So hopefully I can make it to Arizona and do that. Jazz Diamond. Any well-known or upcoming authors you would like to collab with? Man, I would love to connect with Timothy Ferriss. Tim Ferriss, as he put on his new book, since he usually goes by Timothy. I would love to connect with him. Gary V, obviously. Damon John. I'd love to, who else? Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah, I would love to connect with them. Whether it's like collabing or just connecting with them, you know, a stamp of approval from Russell Simmons or Damon or Gary V or Timothy, like that would be huge for me, because I look up to these guys, and you know, I read their books, and just amazing people. Still glamorous, something I'm working on, so it was nice to have it all out in words. Boom. I can't express how much I appreciate you, for sure. I can't wait to meet you, and you know, hopefully your husband's there too, and meet him. And his work is dope, by the way. The tattoos, amazing. Tell him I said that. His work is dope. Rose hugs. Law enforcement and the stress is eating me. I just want peace in the world. Many times I walk away and I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm sure that's tough. I can't imagine what kind of emotions you have to deal with being in that line of work. And thank you for, you know, your service. Indeed. Be safe, and thank you for joining me. Absolutely. Hugs. Absolutely. Please. I will be doing more live videos for sure. Awesome. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap this up, but I appreciate everyone for joining, and please feel free to DM me or let me know if you want me to come to your city to do a book signing. I do have books available that are signed. Ruby Siska. The book spoke to me, especially where I am with my growth. That's exactly what I want to hear. That makes me happy inside, to know that it's touching people. I had no idea that it was going to be like this. I was writing a book just to share how I view the world and how I operate, and apparently this is a perfect time, a perfect storm in the economy and in society where people need information like this. So I'm so glad that it's reaching you, and not surprisingly, but a lot of women really like my book because of the straightforwardness, and being that it's not like sugarcoating anything or beating around the bush. Like, it's real shit, and it's in your face. And I'm a tough love type of person, so I don't do that. I can't sugarcoat, and for me it's direct. Complaining doesn't get far with me. If you're my friend, I'm like, okay, what are you doing? But I'm always sympathetic and empathetic if I can be, because I'm not trying to be an asshole either. So but I appreciate the support. 2 years now. Word. And I appreciate the support. But again, thank you all for joining on this live broadcast. I will do more, I promise. So stay tuned and keep sharing the book. Write your reviews. If you have the book, please write your reviews. That helps with the rankings. Life of Bliss. We need more people like you, Vic Styles and Chris. Chris is my homegirl, man. I love her. I love being able to see her posts and all the positivity and inspiration you guys bring. Life of Bliss. I appreciate that so much. And I know Vic too. I'm not like really close with her, but I met her a couple times. She's dope too. So I want to connect with her while I'm here in LA. But yeah, Chris is that's my homegirl, man. I love what she's doing. So positive. Still glamorous. Thank you so much. Ruby, yeah. So when I go out to Maryland, I'm gonna talk to Alex and see if she wants to do something. But yeah, I've watched Alex grow too, and it's amazing, beautiful journey. Her and Ryan and Shar is just a beautiful family, man. But anyway, you guys are gonna. That's my girl. It's so crazy. Yeah. Oh, I know her. We connected via online, and we have a lot of mutual social media friends in common and friends in common. So we connected. She came out to LA, and we did a couple shoots. But yeah, after that, I've been supporting her ever since. Absolutely, we're all on the same journey right now. All of us. It's and that's what I say. Like, this is a perfect storm or perfect time in society and the economy where we're all experiencing several things. And our generation, we have the most entrepreneurs. We have the most people who are not going the conventional route to get that 9 to 5. Like, that is no longer attractive to our generation. And so we're trying to figure out other ways to make money and live and still be happy. Happiness is more important to us than I think any other generation. Like, we want to be happy and we want to work for people or with people who are making a difference. So it's amazing to see the growth of the people around me. And yes, Alicia Keys, I'm loving what she's doing right now. I support it. She's welcoming. The last time she was there was my first time meeting her. Yeah, Chris has a great energy, and I tell her all the time that I appreciate her because she's very candid, she's open, and her energy is amazing. So yeah, I'll tell her that, or I'll share this video with her. And by the way, if anybody else does live video, I actually found a way to record it. I'll give you guys that next time I do a broadcast, but yeah, I'll be sharing this part of this video on my Instagram. So anyway, I have to go. I know if I stay here, I'll be here all night. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. Keep sharing the book. Keep posting about it. Tag me if you post about it. The tag for the book is also Finding One. Mr. Dabney on Instagram. On Twitter, and Vaughn, it's Vaughn Dabney, VAUGHNDABNEY. The book URL is findingonethebook.com, and you can also look me up on Amazon. Just look up for my full name or the book Finding One, and it'll come up for sure. We need to make this book #1. Life of Bliss. Thank you so much. Let me know when you get it. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you guys soon. Oh, still glamorous. Thank you. Snapchat is Mr.Dabney. So Mr.Dabney. Follow me on Snapchat. I'll have things on there as well. And on Facebook, you can follow me. Just look up my name, Vaughn Dabney. And I'll be doing live video on there as well. So, yes, I just did the snap. Follow me on Snap, Mr.Dabney. And make sure you guys get the book. Love you guys. I will see you soon.